part 3 of your redox notes. So one thing to take note of is you were able to solve for your oxidation numbers. Once you figure out what the charge is and whether it's going up or being reduced, then you'll be able to identify which part of the equation is being reduced and which one is being oxidized. So let's do the first example. We have two, this is the full chemical reaction there. It is balanced, so we have two sodiums plus chlorine gas, diatomic, making 2 moles of salt. So what we need to do is, and I just want to get rid of the surrounding, is we need to now identify where are the oxidations. So this is by itself. Okay, what does that mean? It means that there is an element by itself. There's 2 of them, but each of those elements are by itself. So that's going to get an oxidation number of 0. Chlorine is by itself. Okay, diatomically, it's going to be 2 chlorines stuck together, all by itself. Therefore, that oxidation number is going to be 0. Now, taking a look at the charges. Okay, I have Na. Na is +1, and I have 2 of those. Okay, and chlorine is a -1, and I have 2 of those. So where did I come up with this? Chlorine and sodium. I went to my periodic table. Okay, Na, only 1 choice. That's awesome. Cl has 2 choices. However, it's the second in the compound, therefore it must be negative. So when we go back down, we need to take a look. Okay, so this went to a -2 charge. The sodium went to a +2 charge. So remember, when you see negatives, that is a gaining of electrons. So which one is gaining? Chlorine. Okay, so here's my gaining. Let me just, oops, wrong color. This went from 0 to a -2, so the charge went up. Therefore, if the charge went up, go back to Leo the Lion Says Grr. If it goes up in number, okay, or it's gained electrons, grr, this one's going to be reduction. On the flip side, you have something that went from 0 to a -0 to a +2. Therefore, +2 means you lost. Losing electrons is oxidation. So looking at the oxidation number, we went from 0 to a -2 in total. Okay. Why do I keep saying negatives and positives? The oxidation number went from 0 to a positive number. Okay. 2 in total. Sodium had 1 electron. Okay. Na is what we call the metal. That's being oxidized. Okay. Sodium lost electrons. Don't worry about Na. There is another term here, and I don't want you to get it confused just yet. We call it the reducing agent, but for all intents and purposes, you do not need to know that right now. Chlorine went from 0 to -2 in total. So they gained electrons. Chlorine is reduced. And on the flip side of that, we call that the oxidizing agent. So the item that is doing the creation of oxidations. Okay. So again, I don't want you to know the agents as of yet. You'll learn that in class. But what I want you to do is I want you to try example number 2. And this will be your ticket out the door.